blowout wins just so hard to come by in the NBA with how competitive teams can be. How good does it feel to be able to pull off a win like this?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, is you want to play well, and you never know what is going to happen. And when I say that, you want to do the things that, kind of fundamentally that are your identity as a team. So that to me, I thought, we had some really good defensive possessions, particularly in the second half. And, they've got, with Williams, just has a presence at the rim, and Nurkic too. And, we were looking for each other and playing with the pass. So that part of it I like to see.
A big identity of your team is obviously Trae Young, and he gets those 3 early fouls. How were you able to kind of set him up to play through that, and obviously as well as he ended up playing?
Yeah, I thought the way that he played, as much as, the result was a big deal. And, picking up he's a vet, he knows how to, avoid some of those situations. And, we were able to I got him back in at one point when they put us in a box and one. And so some of those things that were good for him to have to kind of work through as well. And I liked that he kept playing even though he was in foul trouble.
Coach, back-to-back nights for Onyeka in terms of 3 steals. I mean, what have you seen as far as his continued growth defensively and just activity on that end?
Yeah, I think he's really getting a feel for, being smart about trying to make a play. And he picked up a couple fouls tonight, too. One of them, he gave himself up to prevent a layup, and then he picked up another quick one. But, again, his ability to move his feet and, be active and have active hands without fouling out on the perimeter. There was a point when he was going for shot fakes out there and I think picking up silly fouls. And he's done a much better job of being disciplined. And so when you're disciplined and make some plays, he's probably been talking to Dyson.
Anyone else? Yeah. Coach?
Yeah.
What is missing to Zach to have more responsibility and more minutes, especially in the last quarter? Because sometimes he doesn't play in the last quarter.
No, I mean that's not uncommon when you have a deep rotation. We've got a lot of good wings, and there's also games when he has. So I as I've said, I would answer the question the same way if Zach didn't start, and there was questions about why isn't he starting. I think the biggest thing for Zach is to, embrace the minutes that he's in the game. And he's done that. He played a pretty good game tonight. So it's his development is going to be fun to watch. And again, I think a lot of it's not just his talent, but it's his approach and his mentality. And if he continues to do that, he's just continue to get better. And they say a lot of times people refer to like a ceiling, and Zach's someone that we feel like has a high ceiling. And as I mentioned before, that's related to his competitiveness, his passion, and his hard work. And I'm going to keep saying this as you guys keep asking me these questions. I'm going to get a sign that says Zach's tough, Zach competes, and Zach loves to play. And Zach loves to work.
Tonight
Right.
He shows his capacity to switch between the first half, which is not good, and the second half, which is great.
You're saying he didn't play well the first half?
No, I mean in the third quarter he played very well.
He made shots.
Yeah.
See that again. That's the thing. Like I don't want us to get hung up on Zach making shots and saying he played well, and him missing shots and saying he didn't. The only way Zach doesn't play well in those situations is if he passes up shots, there was a game earlier in the year. I can't remember which one it was, where he had a really tough game in the first half and immediately came back and bam, had a huge third quarter. And that's significant, more than what the stat sheet says. Your ability to handle adversity, that'll take you, because really, adversity, used to say adversity is opportunity in disguise. You need adversity to get better. And that's one of the things that I think I talk about as competitiveness. that he's able to play through those things. So I'm less concerned about whether a shot goes in, as I said, is whether he takes it. And I think one of the things he's been doing, defensively, he's very consistent. It doesn't mean he's perfect, but that's been something that he's given us night in and night out, and that also doesn't show up on the box score. So it's Zach's a complete player, and that's not common at his age, especially when you have a player that attacks the rim, can finish, can shoot, can defend, and can rebound. That's a pretty good thing.